I grew up in a small farm town. I always wanted to serve and help others and did my education to become an English teacher and taught some at-risk, amazing, wonderful kids that I just loved, and then stayed home and had my babies for a while, and wasn't very good at that because I didn't like the stay-at-home part. So I helped my husband launch his business, but it just didn't fill my soul, and I needed to fill my bucket again. So I went back to work. That led me into homeless services, where I just found a heart and passion for that work. Front door keys are everything. I grew up in a really privileged environment. I never wanted for anything. So I always took advantage of what a front door key meant. And it wasn't until I started working with the Homeless Veterans Program at Goodwill that I got to watch what that front door key meant and the transformation that it meant in someone's life. I wanted to make sure that everybody had the safety and the security and the well-being of a front door so that they can thrive and be their best self.
She takes that passion and that purpose and combines it with good thinking and business skills and gets things done for the benefit of the communities that we serve.
When we built Hope House, it was because the team said we need a better space. We need to serve more women. There's so many women we turn away every night. And that seemed like something we could do. That's easy. That's a problem we can solve. We can build a better shelter, a bigger shelter. We can build something that can serve more women in the way that it needs to be delivered, in a space that brings them dignity and honor and respect and helps them just have a place to pause and be while they're looking for housing, while they're addressing their health needs. I see them on their worst day. They probably slept on the street last night or maybe in a shelter. They're tired and they're worn out and they're exhausted. They get their key and they have hope that day. And then 3 or 4 months later, they'll come in and they pay their rent every month, and you just see this transformation. To watch them grow and be strong and thrive is really, really exciting. I feel like I embody honor by showing up and being present and committing to the work and committing to the community.
She's very purpose-driven, and I'm just continually inspired by her humility and her empathy and the care she has for the people that Volunteers of America serve.
I don't feel like what I do is that courageous. I think the people that we serve are actually the courageous ones because they overcame things that I've never imagined having to overcome. So I don't see what I do as courageous. I just see it as a support system that helps to honor someone's strength and resiliency and helping them be their best self. Commitment is showing up every day for my team. It's showing up for my community. It's showing up for the people that we serve.
As we've gone through the pandemic, Fawn has been leading an effort to build Hope House 2. Many people would have said, I don't think this is possible right now. And she never even came close to saying that. She just kept going forward and saw it through. Just the perseverance that she showed in seeing that project through from beginning to end for the women in our community is really just humbles me.
At VOA, we serve people who are really marginalized all the time. It is my greatest honor to help lift them up. It's to identify systemic things that are happening in our community that are keeping people marginalized and helping remove those or fight those, or at least bring them to attention so we can address them to help our marginalized communities lift higher.
The Volunteers of America over this past couple of years has embarked on an effort to really promote diversity, equity, and inclusion in not only in their business and within their employees, but among their board. And Fawn's been leading that charge as well. We think that the board of the Volunteers of America needs to represent the community that we serve.
Women experiencing homelessness often are connected because of domestic violence. Hope House is the overflow shelter for the YWCA. We do a lot of joint work together because 60% of the women at Hope House are actively fleeing domestic violence. And we're just really grateful to have the YW as part of that work with us.
What I see in Fawn that I think makes her rise above many leaders I've seen is just her empathy for everyone that Volunteers of America serves. I've seen her show true emotion and true empathy when she hears about and observes the struggles of the people that we're serving. She really, really cares. It really wasn't something I gave much thought to. It just, when I saw the nomination form, I thought of Fawn, and I knew I had to do it. And I think anybody who knows her would agree with me that she's very deserving of this award.
When Jeanette called, I was thinking she was going to call me because we had a walking tour at Hope House that same day. You know, honestly, for so many years, I've so looked up to the women that have been selected, and I don't see myself in that space. So I was overwhelmed and incredibly honored and humbled. It's just neat to have a community that lifts each other up and lifts up women to be able to take leadership roles in this community and be role models to other young women.